We're now in Petra in Jordan, and we're going to embark on one of life's big experiences. We're going to walk in to see the ancient ruins of Petra. It takes about 3.5 hours, and boy, it's hot. We're going to go and see this amazing place. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world. First 4 kilometres are actually downhill, so it's not too bad.
The temperature's not too bad at the beginning.
And quote, at the beginning.
We'll see what happens.
In Bible times, Petra was called Selah, and it was the capital of the Edomites, and this whole area here is Edom. And the road is the King's Highway, the main highway through which all trade travelled between the Gulf of Arabia and the north. When Moses was leading the children of Israel through here, he asked the Edomites if they would let him come through, and they said no. Now, as a result of that, if you look in the book of Obadiah, you'll see what God said would happen as a result, that this whole area would fall into ruins. And I hope that when you have finished watching this, that you'll read the book of Obadiah. It's an amazing prophecy that has been accurately fulfilled right here in Selah, or Petra. And here is why Petra was such a successful city. There's just one way in and out, and it's through this narrow canyon. And the other reason why this city could exist was because of water. Up there is a spring, so they built a channel to bring the water into Petra. Pretty amazing water system. In some places the walls are 200 meters high, and they shoot movies in here.
Isn't it just absolutely incredible? Look at the rock formations and how close they are, and this is really quite something. Absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
That's the way to do it. And this is their chief god. And just look at the colours up there in the rocks. Fantastic.
And as they say, it's a gorgeous gorge.
Just gorgeous. This gorge. They only found this 12 years ago, but there's the guide for a camel caravan and the feed of camels. All trade was done outside the city. Only their own people were allowed in here, into Petra.
On one side the water channel's open, and on this side they've actually built clay pipes, a bit like what we had along them. It's quite ingenious.
Covered up so that an enemy mightn't even see it.
Yeah, very forward.
And just look at this. Me oh my. This monument is all in one piece. Can you imagine the amount of work that's gone into carving it out of the rock face there? And you can see the scaffolding that they might have used to get up there. It's all pretty well preserved too, because there's no rain here, and the sun only gets on it once for about an hour a day. So as a result, we've got an incredibly well preserved monument dating way back to the before the time of Christ. The rock is sandstone, so it's probably reasonably easy to work with, but the scale is just amazing. Inside it's used as a mausoleum for the king. See again the beautiful colours in the rocks. And right here is where they did the sacrifices. Mostly animals, but occasionally virgins.
This has to be one of the most amazing sights on earth. It is absolutely incredible, amazing to be here, and just the incredible, I don't know, minds that went into carving it, let alone putting it here through all that rock. It's just amazing.
They didn't do just one of these monstrous carvings, but look, this whole rock wall has been carved out. Here's the tomb for whoever this one was carved for. And then up there, see the steps? That means heading for heaven. Part of their water channel is up in the rocks. And there's some steps leading up to it so that you can go up and get some water or look after the water channel. The people who lived here were called Nabateans, and these are their houses. Over there is the Roman theatre. Look at the colours in there. Just fantastic. The ancient Greeks, like Alexander the Great, couldn't conquer this place. The Romans tried many times. They couldn't conquer it. But finally in 106 AD, the Romans did conquer Petra. And they did it, of course, by cutting off the water supply. When they came in here, you can see some of the Roman influence in the theatre over there. They actually expanded the theatre, cutting even more seats out of the rock. You can imagine the Romans doing their thing in the natural amphitheatre up there. See the similarity in this monument to the really well preserved one we saw before? This one was used for practice so that they got the other one right. And you may be wondering what happened to this civilization after the Romans, after the Byzantines. Well, the main road, the King's Road, they found a better road. And so all the trade going up the King's Road stopped, so traders didn't come here anymore. And that meant that gradually it died off, till only Bedouins were left here. And so now the Bedouins are still here, but they're not allowed to live here. But they work here doing tourist things. There goes some here behind us. And effectively, since 1982, Petra has been closed off. And nobody is allowed in here at night. It certainly is a wonderful, wonderful place. And if you remember, I told you about Obadiah and how because the Edomites rejected Moses as he came through this area, God said that this place would be a desolation. And that's exactly what it is. They trusted in the crags and the rocks. They trusted in this place. But now all it is a desolation. But it's a great tourist experience. And it's been an incredible privilege for us to come here. This is just one of the most wonderful places that I've ever been to. Petra. Petra in Jordan. The city of the rock, really fantastic.